How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews back with yet another review. New brewery time in the form of St. Errant Brewing. It's their Wander On. This is a double IPA with fucking killer ass can artwork. We'll go over that in a hot minute. And this comes courtesy of Chuck. Thank you very much, brother. He sent me off a box of Illinois goodness. Hopefully the shows improves. What it says in the can here: Wander On double dry hopped IPA, St. Errant Brewing, and they are out of Chicago, Illinois. 7.5% alcohol by volume. Store cold, drink fresh. Don't see a date on it, so hopefully it is fresh. I know Chuck wouldn't do me dirty like that, so we'll see how this sucker plays. Burps. Look at that. Give it a good pour. Throw that there. Like I said, can art on this is absolutely 100% killer. The art design, whoever drew that, I dig it. I'm a fan. Weird, all this great kind of artwork, especially can art coming out of Chicago, from Solano with the Hop Butcher to St. Errant, man. Just killing out there, can art wise. She looks like a hazy, big old rich, dense kind of orange core, but she does have that kind of soft, milky, kind of cataract-y edge to it that you kind of almost want in these kind of New England style hazies. Now it says here double dry hopped IPA. You know, might not be reaching for the traditional hazy route, but it definitely looks the part that way so far. So, yeah. See if we get a nose on it. Yeah, big, bright, vibrant, almost slightly eucalyptusy, minty, citrus, evergreen kind of vibes to it. So you're getting that West Coast kind of piney thing, but it's coming off a little bit more minty, a little bit more kind of like I said, an evaporative eucalyptus kind of thing on the other end of it. I mean, just big, rich combination of a tropical fruit and melon component, like a overripened mango tropical fruit with a little bit of kind of cantaloupe, and then that soft kind of grapefruit citrus on the other end. Everything's ripened, everything's sweet. Nothing's really kind of sharp or fresh. It's more kind of a rich, kind of fermented kind of sweetness, along with that nice kind of green, evergreeny kind of eucalyptus thing going on. Nice sweetness to it. A little bit of soft bittering. Let's dive in. Cheers. It's nice. A bit dry. In a kind of a fun way. You get the soft, pithy rindiness that gives us a combination with the yeast that kind of gives you this kind of really soft dryness to it. It's soft, but impactful. Kind of like a big blanket of snow instead of just like sleet. It's not sharp like that. It has a softness to it, but it's deep. It's a couple feet of snow. That kind of vibe going on. It's weird because it's almost undercarbonated, but at the same time has a sprightliness to the carbonation itself. It's a little spritzy, kind of pops and sizzles in there, but it seems slightly undercarbonated. That dryness kind of rides through everything. You definitely get those kind of mango notes and that kind of tropical fruit leaning even more heavily in the taste than it did in the mouth. So you're kind of leaving that cantaloupe behind and just getting, or that melon behind, and getting right into those big old tropical fruits. Over-ripened tropical fruits with that soft citrus on the other end. It's a little bit smaller than nose of Leon, so it goes way tropical fruit actually in the taste. That's nice. It comes off a little bit too dry for me. It's sweet yet dry at the same time. Almost like a hazy brut beer, brut beer in that sense. But I like it. I like its uniqueness, if that makes any sense. It's an expressive in the way the hops come off, and the fruits that they kind of make your brain think of are very fun and very vibrant. You combine that with that dryness that gets so dry. It doesn't come off chalky, but it wants to get there. It ends up being more of a kind of share kind of double IPA as opposed to a double IPA you just chug and rip through a bunch of stuff. Tasty, fun. I like it. I dig it. I just feel like there's a little bit of kind of, bits and pieces you could tweak on here to really make it kind of sing. Personally, for myself, but all in all, I think it's a really well done. Let's put it this way: very cool first foray into a brewery I never had before. Especially in the hop game, there's so many people trying to do what everybody else is doing. To see somebody do it in a really fun package that's a little bit more, personal, a little bit more unique is definitely a breath of fresh air. So let's talk about it. It's one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late. I'll give that a yeah. Definitely not going to get towards the top, but just its uniqueness in of itself, even though it does come off a little bit more drying than I would like it, it's a cool kind of twist on a style that's done ad nauseum at this point. Value and availability, no idea. Maybe Chuck or somebody out there can chime in and let us know what when it comes to this beer, and leave you with, if you like, what will you like this beer. If you like big old hazies, but you want a bit more dryness to it. It's a sweet beer. It's not going to be confused with not being a sweet beer, but that dryness kind of tempers some of that sweetness, so it kind of gives you the illusion of something that's not being that big. It probably drinks more closer to its percentage, 7.5, but that dryness kind of tricks you a little bit. So if that's your game, this will definitely do you proper. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little St. Errant beer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.